disrupted
America that I fought.
Weird thing to happen. Hello, one and all. Welcome to this edition of Kitz Corner. Been a fantastic day so far. So I don't know if people heard this. This is a shocking twist of events, but I don't know if it's officially confirmed by what they call authoritative sources, the aristocrat news media, the legacy media. But supposedly Tucker Carlson was more than targeted just with sanctions, according to Patriot Voice here. It says, confirmed, a Russian working with Ukrainian special services was tasked with assassinating Tucker Carlson on his visit to Moscow. He was tasked with setting up an explosive device under a car located in the underground parking garage of the Four Seasons Hotel where Carlson was staying February 1st to 8th. The man was recruited by the main directorate of Ukraine during the month of November 2023 with a promised payout of $4,000 upon completion of the task. Talk about a cheap date. He failed at the preparation stage and then was forced to confess after he was detained. Well, you pay what you get, I guess. $4,000. Wow. Is Ukraine Special Service really just the CIA, or are they working with the CIA? The gravity of the situation is immense. That means a foreign country was involved in initiating an act of terror against a U.S. citizen. Why do we continue to send them billions? God was watching over Tucker, I have no doubt. Well, I mean, it's the same reaction we had when we found out the Washington Post journalist who was working for legacy media was killed by Saudi Arabia. The kingdom attacked U.S. journalists while in Saudi Arabia. And our reaction was we shrugged. We said, oh, that's heartfelt, but business is business. It's nothing personal. We just got to get back to work. That was the response. The president, who was Donald Trump at the time, that's what he said on camera. Like, it's sad, but we got to get back to work. Business is business. And I'm sure that would have been the same thing with Tucker Carlson. And they won't even mention this on mainstream media because it makes Ukraine look bad. But even so, they won't do anything about it. They'll just shrug their heads. A journalist dies, got assassinated. Big whoop. Business as usual. Let's continue on the show. Even though it's an act of terror. This is a terrorist plot going after a U.S. citizen in another country and a journalist in another country. And no other journalist is going to cover this. No other journalist is going to touch this. They're also going to be part of the legacy media just to shrug and turn away from this. Establishment billionaire class stenographers. So here's the video here of this guy. And it kind of goes really fast, so I'm going to play and pause throughout this thing. But it says, my name is Vasily V. Putra Alexandrovich. Boy, is that tongue twister. I feel like just Russian language itself is just a collaboration of every word just into one. It looks like Vaseline, but his name is whatever. Born in 1988 in Poldozik. However you pronounce that.
88 года рождения, уроженец Подольска. В ноябре 23
In
года
November 2023, I was recruited by the main directorate of intelligence of the Ministry of Defense of Ukraine via the internet.
хотел обучение работе спецспека со
I was trained in
спецсвязью,
working with special communications, collecting and detonating explosive devices, and working with
а также работе
caches.
с тайниками. 31 января куратор получил задание забрать
On
с тайника
January
взрывное
31st, I
устройство
received a
и
task from the
использовать его
curator
снято
to pick up an explosive device from a hiding place and use it to blow up a car.
взрыва автомобиля.
Что вам обещали?
Здесь
What was the promise to
вознаграждение
you?
4
Money. $4,000. Feel like this is an incel in action. Like, I was a gamer on the internet and I needed money to pay a hooker, so I decided to take a terrorist job. What can I say? I need the sex. Because what exactly is $4,000 going to do? I mean, in this day and age, I'm just serious, honest to God. What is $4,000 going to get you? Maybe it pay off your rent for the next maybe 2 months. maybe gets you a little bit ahead on things, but doesn't go far. Doesn't go far.
чудово.
Где должно было быть применено взрывное устройство?
Where?
На подземной
Oh, hold on. Where the explosive device was supposed to be
На
used.
подземной парковке отеля
In
«Фашизм»
the
в
underground
Москве.
parking of the Four Seasons Hotel in Moscow, I was supposed to pick up the
Необходимо
explosive
было
device
забрать
from hiding
взрывное
place and
устройство из
place it
тайника
under the
и
car.
заложить его под
Против кого планировалось применить взрывное устройство?
Who was? I hate when they jump too fast. Who was it planned to use an explosive device
Взрывное
against?
устройство.
Ну, сообщили.
I wasn't told.
Сейчас вы знаете, кто был целью?
Do you know who the target
Да,
was now?
американский журналист
Yes,
Такер
American
Карлсон.
journalist Tucker Carlson.
Что пошло не
What
так?
went wrong?
На этапе подготовки по
I was detained at the preparation stage. I'm sorry for what I did.
задержанию содеянным раскаиваюсь. Я Василий Петр.
So that's an interesting take. As very, very plot twisting, insane. No doubt there was some sort of plotted attack because they tried everything to silence out Tucker Carlson. He got fired off Fox News because Fox News got pressured by the Ukrainian government, by the global geopolitical powers, by other conglomeracies that tackled on Fox News to the point that they said we need to let Tucker Carlson go. Not because he's a liar or made up some story. Of course, that's how you get ahead in news media. But the reason they fired him is because he exposed a lot of things. He exposed the truth about Ukraine. He exposed the truth about Syria. He exposed the truth about COVID. He brought on, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. on that. He brought different physicians when it came to mandates, when it came to the exposés of war crimes. He even changed his position on Julian Assange when he invited Jimmy Dore on. Jimmy Dore explained to him and gave him reasoning on why Julian Assange is such an important figure to be defending. And Tucker Carlson was revelated by this and said, "You have changed my mind to understand why Julian Assange is an important figure." That's why they fired him off, because he is now this radicalized, insane psychopath to do critical thinking and actually do journalism in the eyes of the mainstream establishment. And that is why they're doing everything they can to discredit his journalism, to sanction him out, to even having planned a terrorist-like attack to assassinate him. And having this young man, who no doubt is probably a basement-dwelling streamer, probably playing Fortnite in the middle of the night, and got a random call saying, "Hey, you want to get $4,000, maybe move ahead in your life, then you're going to do us a favor." And that favor is planting explosives under a car. We don't know. We won't tell you who it is, but you'll know it's Tucker Carlson at some point when you get detained. So I can't really confirm this story so heartedly. There's no real authoritative sources picking up on this, and I doubt mainstream media will even mention about this, but it is something that we would do. It is something that we do. How many times have we tried to assassinate Castro? How many times have we want to plot revenge against Bashir al-Assad? How many times have we want to, overthrow Vladimir Putin? How many times have we done this to everybody? Like, it's such a disturbing, criminalizing world out there that even the most heinous acts, the most unbelievable, insane, immoral, super insane plots that we've heard turn out to be realities. It's just crazy.